Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, greeting to all of us. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Excellency to the juries, the honorable to all the participants and all the audiences. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for allowing me to stand up here and deliver my speech. Let me introduce myself. My name is Iqbal Hidayat and I'm from UIN Zuhri, and standing in front of you all, I would like to give my speech titled The Importance of Vaccines in the Pandemic Era. Dear ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Around December 2019, the attention of mankind was focused on the case of the coronavirus outbreak. For the first time, this corona outbreak has spread since December in Wuhan, China. Coronavirus is part of family of viruses that cause mild to moderate infections of the upper respiratory tract. Coronavirus is transmitted through droplets that are sprayed when someone who has been exposed to it coughs, sneezes, or when talking. And the COVID-19 period is also known as the pandemic era. The pandemic era caused by the coronavirus is global and is known to all people in the world. There is no proper treatment. As many as thousands of people are exposed every day, and it's not uncommon for hundreds of them to die from this virus. Information about the coronavirus can be found on television, the internet, and other media. Coronavirus has negative impacts. Besides having an impact on health, the coronavirus also has an impact on the other aspects of life, such as economic, social, and education. But the coronavirus also has positive impacts. Because the coronavirus, everyone is washing their hands more often, wearing a mask, and exercising, which is beneficial for their health. Dear ladies and gentlemen, as the pandemic spreads caused by the coronavirus in various worlds, all sectors in various countries have decided to modify old habits, running limit, and stop the spread of the coronavirus. WHO instructions that activities that could potentially cause growth to be stopped. And Indonesia's attitude in dealing with corona outbreak is by implementation the big-scale social restriction or PSBB, getting used to living clean and healthy, and optimizing activities on a home basis. In addition to the three things above, WHO and every country are trying to make a vaccine to deal with the coronavirus. Several types of vaccine have been found and being used by the public, including the Sinovac vaccine, Novavax vaccine, Moderna vaccine, etc. However, obstacle in the vaccination process occur in people who still think they don't believe in the existence of COVID-19. Especially because the COVID-19 has a lot of symptoms that are often considered as symptoms of common illness, such as fever, cough, and it's like ordinary influenza. Another obstacle occurs due to the people who don't believe in the effectiveness of vaccine. Many people still consider the vaccine to be in the trial period. Various steps have been taken to convince the public, among these steps namely by prioritizing community leaders such as the president and other figures. Vaccines were created as the best way to solve the problem facing society right now. Unfortunately, the lack of education makes not a few people doubt the reason why vaccines are needed, especially when you know that the efficacy rate of Indonesia's chosen corona vaccine is relatively low. Dear ladies and gentlemen, through vaccination, we are not only protecting ourselves, but also our families, others, and general public. Because in reality, the COVID-19 vaccine has several facts that the general public must know, including the first, the COVID-19 vaccine doesn't cause a person to get a disease. The type of vaccine are very diverse, and the type of vaccine currently being given that contain the live virus that causes COVID-19. And the second, after being vaccinated, does a person become positive for COVID-19 on virus examination? No. all vaccine used throughout the world, including Indonesia, will not give us any indication of COVID-19. And the third, people who has been infected and recovered from COVID-19 still need to be vaccinated. This is due to the health risk associated with COVID-19 and the possibility of reinfection. So, the vaccine should be given to someone who has been infected with COVID-19 because some researchers say that the natural immunity may not have long resistance. Dear ladies and gentlemen, so what are you waiting for? Vaccinating now, don't be afraid. Be assured that by vaccination, we're not only protect ourselves, but also our families, others, and general public. That's all my speech. Thank you so much for your kind attention. And the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.